Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine Dancy. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Romulus Community Connection Weekly News Show. The mayor held a Mother's Day brunch at the Senior Center to show his appreciation. Let's take a look at that special event.
She got yours. Well, I gotta go see who I didn't say hello to yet.
I want to thank you all for being here today, and I want to thank our mayor because he came last year and he said, I want to do something special on Mother's Day. I want all the mothers to know how much I love this holiday, how much I appreciate that day. And I want to show my love to all of them. And he came with the idea, I want to do brunch. And last year you guys enjoyed it and it was wonderful. And we also went and we served some homebound because that was his idea. And it was very touching, it was very nice. And this year he's so excited. So he put his note from his heart on the table with that note that you got. That's a gift from him. And he got you guys the coronation and the breakfast. And it's all his treat. So let's give him a hand and tell him thank you.
Rose does a great job, and her team. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all the work. You know, all I want to say is this. You know, to me, you know, mothers are huge, right? I mean, not just being a biological mother, but a mother role. And so if you're a mother to somebody, or grandmother, or maybe you're just filling that motherly role, I mean, that's one of the biggest influences, one of the biggest we can have in somebody's life. I mean, and what we do today to create memories and establish personalities with young kids and their core values that come from their mothers, I mean, that's how we're going to make it not just a better city, but a better state, a better country, and a better world. So one of the most important functions. So I thought, Rose, let's celebrate that. You know, let's get together, let's have a nice time, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. And all I ask that you do is just, not just enjoy this, but keep doing what you're doing for those people that you're that motherly role for, because that's so important. It's so important in our lives. So thank you very much. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your lunch. We'll pass around some flowers later and a meal. And just do that for me this next year. Keep that motherly love flowing. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
The Romulus Little League season kicked off with a ceremony where the mayor threw out the first pitch.
The field looks great. I think we're ready for some ball out here. I want to thank all of our volunteers, everybody who took the time to set up fundraisers or to help with registration and to also set up these diamonds. They look great. And again, we're ready to kick things off with the athletics and our Tigers today. We're going to start off by recognizing State Representative Erica Geis, who donated our flags that were flown over the state capitol, so we thank you very much for that. All right, we're going to start off by also recognizing our board members, starting off with our president, Jennifer Chufo, our vice president, Dan Wood, who's at the high school today with our Romulus Eagle varsity baseball team.
First place, baby.
First place right now, that's great. And if you haven't noticed, we've upgraded our scoreboard at the high school, so go check out some ball games there and see the new scoreboard that looks absolutely great. We're going to recognize our treasurer, Alexander Chufo, our secretary to my right, Sarah Ward, her husband, who's also at the Eagle game, Eric Ward. Also going to recognize Robin Eldridge, Charlie Eldridge, Justin Lambert, Pat Mann, Kevin Terry, and David Hughley. Give them a round of applause. Want to recognize our umpires. Without them this season, there is no baseball, so we definitely need our umpires, so respect them as the season goes on.
All right, Joseph, I haven't been warming up, so you ready for me? Ready? All right.
Oh,
wow.
And let's play some ball. Romulus.
Go, Weston, go! Yeah! Turn it, turn it, turn it! Oh! Go, you got it.
The library is partnering with Romulus House Restaurant for their second Dining for Dollars on Monday, May 16th. Come pick up a voucher at the library before you go, and 10% of the cost of your meal will be donated to the Friends of the Library. The funds will be used to support child and adult programming at the library. The Romulus Chamber of Commerce will have their monthly luncheon on Tuesday, May 17th at 11:30 a.m. at the Romulus Athletic Center. The featured speaker will be Wayne County Executive Warren Evans. The cost is $20 for chamber members or $25 for non-members. Please RSVP by calling 734-893-0694. The free annual citywide yard sale weekend will be May 19th through the 22nd. Please contact the clerk's office to register and receive your no-fee permit. The Community Memorial Day ceremony will be Monday, May 30th at 11:30 a.m. It will be held at the Veterans Memorial in front of the Romulus Municipal Complex at 11111 Wayne Road. The ceremony is performed by Romulus VFW Post 9568. Come help us honor and remember those that have passed while serving in the United States Armed Forces. I'm here today with a couple guests from Romulus High School. They're going to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about the charities they're working with for their senior project.
Hi, I'm Marissa Eldridge and I'm from Romulus High School, and the charity that I'm supporting is American Cancer Society.
Hi, I'm Anna Tmafichuk and I'm also from Romulus High School, and the charity that I'm supporting is the Malala Fund.
Great, thanks for being here, ladies.
Thank you.
So I know you guys are partnering together to help two different charities on Saturday, May 21st.
Yes.
And the event is going to be at the Romulus Middle School football field.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about what's going to be going on that day.
Well, that day we're going to have, it's going to be from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, so that's the whole overall day, but from 9 o'clock to 10:45, we're going to have businesses set up around the field where they can advertise their business and sell and get revenue. And the way it works is they pay us $50, and that money goes to the American Cancer Society, and $50 to get a spot, and then they stay there the whole day or for as long as they need to. And then around 11:30, we're going to have Mayor Burkhoff come and speak and welcome all the participants to the walk. Now, this walk is not your usual walk. It's just going to be around the track, but we're going to have a lot of activities during the walk, a lot of contests like how low can you go? We're also going to have the football field just for the children. We're going to have hula hoops and balls and some jump ropes, and we'll let them play games if their parents just want to walk. So it's going to be a fun family day for everyone.
And it's for a good cause as well. We're raising money, so.
Okay, very cool. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the charities that you're supporting? The American Cancer Society, you can start.
Well, the American Cancer Society is basically just a huge society where it's all about different cancers. So they raise money to help the families with cancer, to help find a cure for cancer, anything that has to do with cancer, as well as the students, the people that have cancer, if they need help with it and things like that.
Okay, that's a great charity to be working with.
And the Malala Fund was started by Malala Yousafzai, and a couple years ago she was famous all over the world because she got shot in the head for trying to get an education. And so she created this fund that helps girls in developing countries get an education where they aren't able to and are not allowed to. And they collect clothes, and the money that they get from the clothes they give to the Malala Fund. And so they get girls books and they help them go to school and help make it safe for them.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So kind of bringing two different causes together for one event.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so that sounds like a really fun time, and you've got activities lined up for people of all ages, which I think is great. So tell us a little bit about the different ways that our viewers might be able to get involved. You mentioned the business vendor slots, also having people out for the walk, or what are the different ways that we can support this event?
Well, for the businesses, basically you could contact me, and then we'll just have different spots, and people, you just pay $50, and that goes towards the American Cancer Society. So it's just like a donation, and then you set up your business, and you sell what you want, and you make a profit off of it.
Okay, and that could be anybody that has crafts that they make, or they could actually be a full-on business, but even just people at home that might have things that they'd like to sell and offer that day too, right?
Exactly.
Great.
Yep, it's open to anybody.
Very cool. So that's the business vendors, and then what about the walk portion of it? How can they help with that?
Well, so you can be a part of the walk, and it's $5 to get in and $2 for children 10 and under. And if you don't feel like spending $5 or you don't feel like going for a walk that day, we will be accepting donations to both charities, just regular donations. And I'll also be accepting clothing donations because we can also donate clothing to the Malala Fund. So if you don't want to go for a walk, you can just give clothes or you can give a small donation. And any way that you help is good. Even just raising awareness is a good thing for both charities because it's always good to surround yourself with people you love and help the world. And
yeah.
That's basically what the whole senior project is all about, and that's what Romulus is about.
Exactly.
Okay, great. And then, so I know about halfway through the day, you guys are going to have a little break, a little halftime show or presentation. Why don't you tell us about what's going on during that time?
Well, from about 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, we're going to have cancer survivors as well as people who have cancer now that are still fighting. We're going to introduce them, have them walk across the field, talk about their stories, and we're going to try to give each and every one of them a rose at the end to show that we appreciate that they're fighting and they keep going and things like that.
Great. So are you inviting people, anybody in the community that is, is battling this disease, or?
Yeah, whoever, I wanted to have, a set amount of people, but if they could contact me, that would be great. And that way I could have, a whole story about them as well.
Okay, great. So people that have succeeded in beating cancer or maybe are still fighting.
Yep.
Okay, great. Yeah, and that might be a really nice time for fellowship as well, so that the people can kind of all have that common bond and speak and inspire each other as well.
Yes.
And the presentation, the cancer survivors presentation, also allows for a break from the walk. So if it's been a little too much for you, you can slow down. Take a breather.
Good. And that's a really nice time for reflection for everybody too, I bet. Yeah. So, in addition, I know if anybody has questions, is there a way that you would like them to get in contact with either of you?
Either email or phone is fine.
Okay, so would you be comfortable sharing your phone number?
Sure. Well, I'll give you my personal cell phone number. It's 734-756-8895.
Okay.
And my personal phone number is 734-659-6501. And I'm sure we'll be handing out flyers and distributing them throughout the city, as well throughout the elementary schools and the middle school and the high school. So if you have children or nephews and nieces that go to school, they'll be getting a flyer soon about it, and it'll also have our contact info and any more information that you want about the walk.
Exactly.
Great. Well, thank you girls so much. It sounds like you've got a great lineup for the 21st, and I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you get a great turnout and that our viewers can support it in any way they can. We appreciate you coming in as young people of our community and our residents, and know that that we have confidence in you and you're doing a great job. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The city's first free movie in the park will be June 3rd, showing the movie Minions. There will be activities and games going before the movie that night beginning at 7:30 p.m., and the movie will start at 9 p.m. Admission to the movie is free, and we invite families of all ages to come out with their blankets and lawn chairs to enjoy an evening out. The mayor will be hosting a community prayer breakfast on Tuesday, June 7th at the Romulus Athletic Center. Tickets are $15 per person, and proceeds benefit the Romulus Drug Task Force Scholarship Program. You can register and purchase your tickets in the mayor's office at City Hall by Friday, June 3rd. The Historic Society is seeking vendors for their annual flea market to be held on Saturday, June 11th. For more information or to reserve your space, please call Kathy Morris at 734-941-6361. The Romulus APA is looking for performers to donate their time and talents for their 75th Community Festival on July 22nd through the 24th. If you're interested, please call Carolyn Jones at 313-485-1312. This has been Romulus News You Can Use. You can stay connected with us on RomulusGov.com or Facebook.com/City of Romulus. If you'd like to take another look at this newscast, any of our City Council meetings, or other cable programming, please visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/City of Romulus. Have a great week, everybody.